going live stream. This is of Grant Elwood. He's on tilt because 3 weeks ago I had a fairly popular two-parter with him and Whitney Webb in scripted dialogue. It's a pretty good thumbnail for both of them. So they're on tilt, he's on tilt. They know that we know they're reading. They're all scripted.
Political vigilante.
This is live stream.
I just saw this story, so I didn't have time to put it into the segments with the slides and everything. So we're just going to go right to the article on CNN. I saw Abby Martin post this.
Just reading a teleprompter straight ahead.
While we're sitting there talking in America about
real life. No one talks like that. Here he's back.
Putin is trying to invade the Ukraine.
He looks to the side to read a CNN article.
What's America doing? Oh, we're still
He's
bombing.
He's the whiny man.
Here's what we're doing, guys. We're
That's
still bombing.
Like his regular voice.
Airstrikes kill 70 people and knock out.
Well, my regular voice is way low. I have to speak a little higher to have
70 people.
Not too low of a voice.
Or helped contribute. At least 70 people were killed when more
this
than
guy's Mr. Neuro
airstrike hit a detention center in Yemen. Doctors
He's
Without
part
Borders. We love bombing Doctors Without Borders, a non-for-profit organization
over and over, repetition,
third world and war-torn countries, and helps people. It's just literally Doctors Without Borders.
I've coined a phrase.
Doctors that want to help people.
These people are military entrapment officers. It's a nicer way than calling them
coalition continued to ramp up its deadly offensive on the rebels in the war-torn nation. Gee, where does Saudi Arabia get its weapons from? Where do they buy them? Oh, that's right, the United States. The United States.
This
is the thing that drives me nuts about
We won't spend time harping
they
that
scream and moan
his whole show is showing
sold the
for
Saudis
CNN.
$100 billion
in the guise
of
of
like Trump's a warmonger, and they didn't care.
Well, no, he's not even dissecting the article.
Didn't want to know that. Gee, who sold $113 billion in weapons to the Saudis? Oh, Obama did. And gee, who is his vice president? I forget.
He's targeting
the way
specific.
Joe Biden forgets. It's unbelievable to me.
Just picture Edward Snowden and before he.
Another airstrike early Friday hit a telecommunications building in the strategic port city of Kudala. I'm sorry, I mispronounced it.
It's right there. That's legit. He's reading off that article.
Causing a nationwide internet blackout. According to imagine if we were getting bombed
then you can
all the
observe
time.
his eyes. He goes to a small
America
screen.
has no idea what being
this
bombed.
Is
We
off
have no idea. We have never been bombed.
Figured out aspect ratio. I
9/11,
apologize for being
awful.
bad
We've
at
had
that.
Some terrorist explosions.
Someone pointed it out to me, but they didn't really explain
like Oklahoma City.
So I muted them. But then later on, I forgot their names, so I can't unmute.
It breeds terror.
So I had to figure out the aspect ratio.
Crisis the world has ever known is happening right now in Yemen.
Getting a pretty clear
it's
view.
Been going on since Obama was in office.
Even though it was that little square. So when it comes up next, it's going to be very obvious.
The Norwegian Refugee Council said the internet blackout, which was still ongoing as of Friday,
it's very weird how people would even watch these shows. Tim, I see.
The Iran back. This is
They're
where CNN is such. This is their bullshit.
Makes no sense why anyone.
Houthi rebels, which control much of Yemen. So again,
already just attacked CNN.
Article,
but he's totally promoting them as if we're supposed to read
this is
CNN.
Iran's fault. No, this is the United States' fault. This is the United States' fault. Blame the Saudi-led coalition for the strikes.
This is the teleprompter's
CNN
fault.
Has reached out to the coalition for
this
comment.
is the handler's fault.
The coalition led by Saudi Arabia
they
and
didn't
United
foresee
Arab
the unexpected
Emirates,
outcome.
Backed by the United States.
They put their influencer nodes at
risk
the
weaponry
due to the incompetence of the United States.
It's just some crazy skirmish in the Middle East. Oh boy,
that guy needs a voice change.
What's this one about?
That's why his ratings are so low.
The Saudis give us oil. They buy our weapons.
We're creating
Isn't that fun?
He's up there with Diana Ross.
Launched an offensive in 2015 when Obama was in office to restore Yemen's internationally recognized government. After
I gotta figure out how to
coalition
sing the letter F.
Attacks. Oh God, I can't read this crap.
Without having the spit,
the Houthi-run media outlet.
Without needing the spit valve. Okay, it went blank there. That means I do these in 5-minute chunks. Okay, I'll be back in a little bit. I have to move along the video we're watching. He did like an 11-minute video.
It's attacks. Oh God, I can't read this crap.
Here we go.
The Houthi-run
one
media
more small
outlets.
screen
those words,
there,
just,
and the
it's
rest
a little
of his
suspect.
show is he's
Showed
looking straight at the
video
camera.
of people under rubble in the aftermath of Friday's
he makes a funny shift after finishing up this CNN article.
Emergency medical applies to 2 hospitals
He
and
moves
received a very high number of casualties.
in the chair. He moves over. You'll see.
From what I hear, my colleague and Saada, there
He's
are many
basically
bodies still
reading
at the scene of the airstrike,
non-stop
many missing
the
people.
whole entire show from start to finish.
The Saudi-led coalition did not comment on the airstrikes
so who's
on the
writing this
telecommunication
stuff
building in the detention
for
center,
him?
but said Friday that it had hit the port,
He's
taking down one
hard.
of the Houthis. The ICRC, which is the International Red Cross, is deeply concerned about the intensification of hostiles over recent days, including attacks on other cities across Yemen and Saudi Arabia and the Emirates.
A bit.
And
I love that new thing I found on
the human toll
Audacity, where I can just delete anything. I'm not listening to him. I hope you're not listening to him, because I don't. Sure, you can find other sources on what's going on in Yemen. So it's right here, he'll flip in the chair a little bit. This is Livestream. Right here. Now watch his eyes. No one talks like this.
And I just want to make this very clear. The democratically controlled Congress.
He's going Democrat, Republican,
voted
get us into the conflict
to give Biden
zone.
a $768 billion war budget, including 51 members of the Progressive Caucus. So don't sit there and say, well, the Vote Any Blue will do voters, the diehard Democratic voters. When the Republicans do war, that's when you become a pacifist. That's when you're like, peace, peace, peace. When the Democrats do war, you're like, you can't be bothered.
He's got harsh, tardy dyskinesia,
it's
probably
not a perfect
from
system.
a lot of drugs, probably alcohol.
Oh, yeah, Obama was a disappointment. So all these excuses made.
His jaw's a little off. Those tongue juts are pretty bad for him.
The Democrats in Congress, at least
that
the Progressive Caucus should have said, no.
Lee Camp's more of the pure
we're not supporting
cocaine
this war budget. But they did. The Democrats voted for it. It goes to the Senate, which is also controlled by the Democrats.
Or maybe Lee Camp.
And Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema, they don't have a problem not only approving the $768 billion war budget, but then the Senate gave an extra $10 billion. So that's your Democratic Party giving Joe Biden, who's president. Some people criticism like, Graham, how come you're not
one bobs their head side to side.
He's not the president.
Before I forget, he's wearing an earpiece.
And Joe Biden ran on this "I'm better than Trump" thing. And how is he?
It's not in both sides of his ears to block out sound. I'm wearing headphones right now. I have to wear headphones.
So that's your two-party. There's always got money for war. So once again, we're coming up on this. We're coming up on like the 2-year mark of being in a global pandemic. Over 800,000 Americans.
Volume you're gonna hear.
We do not have free health care in the middle of a once in 100-year pandemic.
What I'm speaking here is different.
But we got money to bomb. We got money to sell weapons. We can always. The defense contractors are loving all these wars.
Human typewriter. That's what I call it.
I mean, Joe Biden pulled out
my
of
voice
Afghanistan,
and what I'm watching
glad
here.
He did. You could argue he didn't do it right.
Different
whatever.
files.
We were there for 20 years. We're still bombing Yemen.
If I creak the chair or something, or the coffee machine goes off.
Even CNN can't seem to figure out where America is in all that.
That's what I mean when I say I'm gonna keep trying to improve.
End the war in Yemen.
I think I got rid of the yums.
This is what happens.
I want to figure out how to sing the letter F.
Trump.
There must be a gap in my front tooth or something.
Got it? Is that clear?
Damn, why is he so bitter? I could never watch these shows.
So,
I mean, listening to them.
We can't even do
I watch them to see the connections.
$1.5 trillion.
I was set free by McLuhan.
That's the cost.
He said the content had been rendered
the F-35
meaningless.
bomber, which doesn't even work right, and just we wasted a lot of money.
That's a hard grimace. That's as hard a grimace as one
could
can
have free health care. You could have free college. You could have student debt forgiveness, which would really help Americans.
He's got kind of the Eddie Munster hairstyle.
The Supreme Court just
he's
ended
mad because of that.
Last year.
He must. I bet he knows. Someone probably told him about
that's
that
over.
video, or
so
he saw the
thumbnail. You couldn't pay your rent during the pandemic.
Maybe he doesn't know.
You couldn't work.
Or someone told him. He said, "I don't care, whatever."
Sorry. It's a tax. Oh God, I can't.
So here we go. 3 minutes.
The Houthi-run media outlet. See, even
Someone's
just those words, it's a little suspect.
Saw a chat
showed graphic video of people under rubble in the aftermath of Friday's detention center strike. The Red Cross said it sent emergency medical supplies to 2 hospitals and that it received a very high number of casualties. From what I hear, my colleague and Saada, there are many bodies still at the scene of the airstrike, many missing people.
I don't understand what he was talking about a second ago.
Oh, God.
I don't even care.
The Saudi-led coalition did not comment on the airstrikes on the telecommunication building and the detention center, but said Friday that it had hit
He cares in a Barbara Bush kind of way.
Taking down one of the Houthis. The ICRC, which is the International Red Cross, is deeply concerned about the intensification of hostiles over recent days.
Just reading a news article. It's stupid.
Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates. And
I'm so bored right now. It's going to ruin whatever I was attempting here for a video. This isn't human typewriter part. Well, hopefully a look ahead soon.
Oh, Graham, that's the reason why I'm against mandates or whatever. Well, if they're going to mandate and shut stuff down, they should have given us money to pay all our bills like they did in other countries. It's just horrible. Always have money for war. We always have money to sell weapons.
That was his
bomb people. Always have money for war. So we just killed a bunch of innocent people in Yemen. Again, we're killing people every day by starving them. And we let the Saudis do whatever they want.
He's
they chopped up a journalist 2 years ago. We were okay with that. We
that neuro-linguistic
we got all mad on TV. We didn't hold them
programming.
We let the Saudis do whatever they want because they give us their oil.
Because they just keep repeating stuff. It's like a cult.
Follow the money, connect the dots, get the truth.
Utah's into the military.
Every time there's a war. On social
I'm sure
media,
the military does go for people with autism because
wherever you live,
it's a very loyal species. If you program the Aspie to be pro-military.
When everyone asks, how are we going to pay for Medicare for all? How are we going to pay for all these wars? The same way
how's this guy funny?
The war's just the war machine
He's
gets
so
whatever
ugly
it wants whenever it wants. Why can't the health machine
grimace of him? He's angry because I outed him reading off the teleprompter.
That needs to go down because it's awful.
No one talks like that.
We are the
You need to shut up.
We are the terrorists.
Because you're scripted.
We're not the good guys. We're not the good guys.
You're not. You're not a good guy. You're an entrapment.
We've let children starve to
oh,
death.
yeah, if you go closer to the...
get starved to death in Yemen.
They think if you go closer to the camera, then no one will see that they're breathing. Yeah, nice try.
Shave your knuckles for justice. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. We are still in our month of demonetization from YouTube. So support what we're doing at patreon.com/Graham Elwood
the guy's got no soul.
/Graham Elwood, which is a blockchain cryptocurrency platform. It's free to sign up, and there's a premium level
do
at
they have
$10
teleprompters?
For that, you get everybody
Is it the white tablet?
on the platform's premium
Jamal
content.
Thomas
Myself,
white tablet teleprompter?
Ron Placone, Jimmy Dore, Whitney Webb, Kim Iverson.
I've never heard of any of those names.
Many others. You can also
who are they, Graham?
Venmo at Graham -
Have you heard of the Convo Couch, Graham?
GrahamElwood.com. We have a PayPal button and a PO box.
No, you go to GrahamElwood.com.
Which are all in the show notes. Thanks for supporting what we do.
I didn't support nothing to nobody. All right, that's it. I can zippity-doo out of this nonsense.